and confidently. Learning outcomes for Module 1. Using the index, looking up page numbers, looking up grid references, and locating points of interest. Using the index. The index can be found in the blue pages at the back of the book and is arranged alphabetically. The index is an essential resource to passing the topographical assessment. In this module, you will need to find grid references and page numbers of locations in the Master Atlas of Greater London. Let's learn a little more about the index. Index tips. Many streets have the same name, so be sure to identify the correct one. Map references for entries that appear on large-scale pages are shown first, with the small-scale map references shown in brackets. Use the references in brackets for Module 1. Selected places of interest are in red, such as golf courses, stadiums, fitness clubs. Names with the are indexed under the main name, such as Shard, comma, then the. Index guide. This is required in all modules, so be sure to correctly identify the street name or place of interest, postcode, page and grid references. Streets are followed by their postcode and then by their grid reference and page number, so the page number will be in bold. Hospitals and healthcare facilities. You will be asked to find hospitals in your assessment. There is a dedicated section for hospitals. This is after the main index, which includes all the street addresses. This page begins from page 426 and it goes on till 430. Train stations. You will be asked to find train stations in your assessment. There is a specific train station section, which is after the hospital and healthcare section. This is from pages 431 to 433. Example question. For Parliament Street, London, write down the page number and grid reference. Step 1. Open the A to Z to the index, located at the back of the book. Step 2. Find the location you are looking for. They are listed in alphabetical order. Step 3. In this example, Parliament Street has a grid reference of 2F and 47 MB and a page number of 229 and page 90. Let's review the learning outcomes for Module 1. In Module 1, you'll be asked to look for 5 locations. These may be hospitals, train stations, street names and points of interest. Remember, those points of interest are in red. There are specific sections for hospitals and train stations in the index. If a postcode is given, there is more than one in the index page, so make sure to identify the correct one. If you are given 2 sets of map references, always use the ones in the brackets. Now we know how to use the index for Module